you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest.
Hey y'all. Hi, hello, and how do you do? Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Not Tea. Now I have been MIA for a few weeks, and before I give myself the okay to give y'all an explanation, no, I'm playing. I do owe y'all an explanation though. Just let me take a sip of coffee first. That's a good cup of joe. Now, I've been MIA because I have been battling depression. I've been battling depression, a hint of anxiety, and I felt like the people didn't want to hear me anymore. I felt like my platform that I've built for myself wasn't really doing what I wanted to do, and that made me sad. And it goes back to when I had that whole conversation on, I believe it was a few episodes ago, to, don't expect things from people. Like when it comes to friends who I thought would always be there, your biggest support system is going to be from strangers for sure. I don't expect much, but it kind of feels like, damn, I'm always there for you. Why can't you be there for me? A like, a follow. But I realize, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I have to stop continuously doubting myself because I know for sure I'm made for this. I'm made for this. I have goals, I have dreams, aspirations, y'all. I want to be a host. I want to one day have my own talk show for sure. Because no shade to Jennifer Hudson, but I know for a fact I can do a little bit better than that. You know? So yeah, I have big dreams, big aspirations for myself, and those things are not going to come from me being scared, me being in my own way. So I had my church. Shout out to you, Pastor Mike Jr. From Rock City Church. I had my sermon, and he was just talking just a whole bunch of good stuff that I feel like I needed. I needed to feel full, and I did. I needed a word from God, and I'm appreciative of my sermons on Sunday mornings. And I'm making a promise. I know I said that I would be more consistent, but I'm making a promise to get out of my own way and letting myself do what I need to do to be where I need to be without the fears and the expectations of other people. Like I don't want to care about what other people think in order for me to get to where I want to be in life. And it's easier said than done, but that is where I'm going to challenge myself the most. I'm going to challenge myself to just kind of be that girl because I'm made for this. I'm made for this. And that's period. So I just wanted to give y'all a little explanation on where I've been. Like, if you are somebody that's been battling depression, anxiety, I get you, girl. I get it. I get it. And not to throw a baby in there, but I had depression before getting pregnant and having a baby. So when I experienced postpartum depression, it hit 10 times worse. So it's always a battle with me and myself and my mind. Now, I'm not crazy. I'm not going to do nothing crazy that's going to, I want to take myself up out of here, take the ones I love up out of here. That's never been me. I just get in my head a lot, especially because me being a Virgo woman, I have goals, I have I have things where I want to be, in places where I want to be, and I got things in order for myself. But I have to learn to let God do what God got to do. I got to get out of my own way, you know? So if this is a message for y'all, like, if you going through something, it's okay to deal with it. It's okay to take it to a higher power. God, personally, take it to a higher power. Go see a therapist or something, but don't get in your own way. Don't be that person that's going to hinder yourself from all the opportunities and the blessings and the things that are in store for you, because you're too scared to put yourself out there. Let that be a message for you on today.
Message.
Clock it. But I'm getting out of that mindset, like I said, and yeah, love that for us. Love that for me. But anyway, what have y'all been up to lately? This is me listening. I'll take a few seconds. Go ahead. Tell me. That's great. Clock that, see. So a little bit about me, what I've been up to lately since I've been MIA and have not dropped the episode in like, what, 2 weeks? Y'all been planning my daughter's first birthday party. She is turning 1 next month. On January 2nd, I will have a 1-year-old. Like, I just had her. I just had her. And now she's about to be 1. I'm about to have a toddler. And I feel like every day in December so far, I've literally been like emotional, because I'm like, wow, like time is of the essence. Like, it waits on no man. I've witnessed my daughter grow to this little beautiful human that's trying to walk now. She's crawling, she's standing up on her own, trying to talk, like she is doing all of the things. And I'm like, I remember when they put you in my arms, like it's it is a oh sorry. It is such an experience as a first time mom. It is such an experience, and to be able to say that, you know, we're planning, by we're, me, my mother-in-law, you know, my my family, my sister-in-law, we're, planning her birthday party, because my baby loves her some Elmo and Cookie Monster, so Sesame Street. But it's a beautiful thing, because, wow, like, I for a whole year, her dad and I have been parents. Yo, insane. But yeah, we are planning her first birthday party. Now, I won't go all out for this birthday party. I feel like it needs to be real cool, real humble. Only a few people with their babies, of course, because I want her to remember her party. I know for a fact she won't remember her first birthday party, but for her fifth, we're going all out. We're going all out, because I remember my fifth birthday party. So we are going all out on the fifth. Now, for the first, humble, and it's cold outside, humble. So that's that. My friend on, what is today? Today is, I am recording this on Sunday. So my friend on yesterday, she hosted her first event. She named it, Give Yourself Your Flowers. She is an amazing grief therapist, and she's basically someone who just believes in, getting the help and the resources for those that are dealing with grief, or dealing with anything per se. And it was a beautiful experience. It was cold as shit outside, but I'm like, for my friends, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. So it was great. She had a professional Pilates instructor to kind of give us a Pilates class for like 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I feel that shit, and that lets me know I need to go back to the gym, because mama hurting. Mama hurting, but it was nice. You know, lunch was catered. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. Shout out to you, Marlene. I love you, girl. I love you. And that was a beautiful experience. Thank you for having me. Um, I did make a video, so I think I'll just stitch a little bit of, the event. I'll go ahead and stitch it right here. Roll the clip.
Okay, we're almost done. Aspects of yoga through asanas, pranas, and meditation. Her passion for people and unity allowed her to build and strengthen her relationships with her students. If everyone could please give a warm welcome to
Welcome everyone. I'm so excited. Thank you, Marlene, for having me. Just give me the honor to be able to serve the community once again. Thank you all for being here. I wanted to come around and give everybody a drop of lavender oil, just so you can rub in your hands and kind of smell and just kind of allow it to just kind of relax you and get anchored into the present.
Bluetooth disconnected.
So yeah, beautiful experience, and partnerships and everything. We're all about elevating, and I'm excited to see what she has in store, and what Coffee Not Tea can bring to her events, and vice versa. So stay tuned. Moving on though. So y'all, something else that I've been going through. I drive a BMW. I have a BMW X5. I love my baby. I love my baby. She has no name, because every time I feel like I name my car, something happens. So she has no name. I know she's a she. She goes by she, her. She, her. So I haven't named her yet. I will though. But y'all, I went from having Hondas my whole life to a BMW. Shout out to my man for my car. I went to having from Hondas to a BMW because, we wanted the baby to just not necessarily be so low, in a car. We want, just kind of being more so in a SUV. So I have a Beamer. And one thing that I do miss, two things that I do miss about owning a Honda the gas. I put regular gas in my Hondas compared to now with my Beamer. I have to put the premium. Y'all know good and goddamn well that premium gas be expensive unless you go to a few places, and that mean I gotta be inconvenienced by going out of my way to go get this gas. But that's not the case. The point that I'm trying to make here is, y'all, I spent $13.50 on tires. I needed tires desperately. My tires were balder than me, and that's not safe, especially because I have a kid in the car. So it's like I had to wait till I was able to, save up that money. Because who got $13.50 in a back pocket these days? I didn't. I'm not working. So I had to, save up. So, paid for, got the tires that was $13.50. And then, my husband had to take it up to the shop because he is a mechanic, but he don't put on tires, and we don't have the space for that. So he had to take it up to the shop, and they charged us like with the discount. Mind you, the tires, the $13.50, that was a discount. Can you believe it? And so we had to take it up to the shop, and they had to put the tires on, and then they had to give me a alignment. That was like $300 and some dollars. And then I had to get front brakes. So $13.50 for the tires, $309, I believe, for the installation of the tires and the alignment, and the front brakes cost me a grand, and I wrote this down, a grand total of $1,759 in December. Ain't nobody but my child and possibly my husband getting a Christmas gift this year, because that's all I can afford. That's all I can afford, baby. I said, if I'm not home under this good old rent that we done paid for, or in my car, don't catch me nowhere else, because this is the end of the year. This is the holidays. Shit costs. Shit is expensive. $1,759. Hold on. I just want to say, a luxury car is great until you have to maintenance that hoe. Shit me. But you know what? I'm not gonna dwell on that, because thank God that we were able to, you know, afford the tires and afford the care for the tires and afford the brakes. And so I thank God that I'm able to roll around comfortably in my car now, because at first I was like, oh my God, I ain't got no tires on these Atlanta streets. I'm scared. I don't want nothing to happen to my car or my baby in the car. So you know what? Thank God for everything. Thank God for every blessing. Thank God for allowing us to be able to afford the tires and so on and so forth. So we move on. Because this is the year of gratitude. 2026 is the year of gratitude. No matter how big, how small, this is the year of gratitude for whatever you get, because in this economy ran under this man, you never know. So thank God. Thank God. So yeah, I wanted to hit you with the message of the day. And like I said, I've been sitting and pondering on what I wanted the 10th episode to be. I know we were supposed to be on episode like 14 by now, or 13 or something, but it's all in the timing. It's all in the timing. It's going to be okay. I'm grateful that I'm able to hit y'all with an episode today. But the message for today is actually something that, after listening to Pastor Mike Jr. from Rock City Church, he said something that resonated with me. And I'm like, I think I'm going to lead my message with that. He said, don't let your facts trump your faith. Don't let your facts trump your faith. Let me tell y'all what I got from that, right? So I think about it as, how can I say this? For me, I'm going to use an example. Me, as y'all know, I am a stay-at-home mom for now, because I ain't go to college to be a stay-at-home mom. That's not a degree. But I am a stay-at-home mom for now, because I was a teacher until the whole thing with the Trump administration. They was letting teachers go left and right. I was in the number. So I've been out of a job. So my thing is that really like did something to my spirit, because I'm just like, I've never been the type of person to depend on other people, depend on a man, and even though he's my husband, but I've always been independent. I've always been able to hold my own, all that. So it's like I had to go from having that mindset of I can do it, to being able to accept the help from my husband, accept the help from my family, right? That was something that I had to psychologically be able to do. And even now, I'm just like, I mean, you don't got to do that. You don't got to do that for me. It's cool. They were like, no, we want to do it. Okay. I had to be able to accept the help. But my thing is, just because this is my season right now does not mean this is my end all be all. So even though the fact is I don't have a job right now. The fact is I am a stay-at-home mom. That does not trump my faith. My faith is I know what I want to do with my life. I know the things that I have planned. I know that me and God be talking. I know the things that I want to do. I know that I want to be a host. I know that I want to have my own show. So I'm not going to let my current season or my current situation trump the faith that I have in my goals and my aspirations. That's what I got from that. I almost cried. I said, you know what, God, you be having these messages right on time. And I'm not the type of person to always like tell my business, but y'all, it is what it is. Everybody goes through their own shit. Everybody goes through their own shit, and everybody got their own problems, their own situations. We grown, things happen. So whatever you want to do in your life, do it. Because y'all, sometimes the fear that you feel isn't a bad thing. It's just that fear can just be that energy that you need to just try to overcome it. Like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be good at this. That's that fear. Overcome it. Trump that shit. Do it. That fear is there to test you. Go and do what you want to do. Go and do what you need to do, y'all. You just got to have the faith to push through for sure. Have the strength, because it is your calling. It is your calling. And I like, y'all, when I say I wrote down a whole lot of things that I wanted to talk about, because me and my pen was just going. I felt it in my spirit. Me and my pen was just going till my fingers was hurting. I was like, I'm doing this episode today. I'm orchestrating this episode for today, because I feel like if this message touches anybody, I hope it do. If it's not one or two people, I hope this message touches somebody to know that this is yours. Like, you're made for this. Whatever it is, you are made for this. But faith without works is dead, baby. Put in the work. Put in the work, even if it's scary, even if it's uncomfortable. Put in the work. Do what you need to do, because you're made for this. This is your calling. You hear me? Damn it. I just had to get that out, because y'all, it's been great. It's been great, but I also wanted to say something else. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Like, to be comfortable, comfort is of the devil. Because when you get comfortable, you get complacent. And it's like, people tend to stay in that comfort zone because they know what's going to happen. They know what's going to happen. You're working this job that you hate. Me personally, I didn't like being a teacher, but I did it because it was a comfort zone, and because I knew for a fact that I was going to get paid every 2 weeks. A comfort zone. I knew in my mind that that's not what I wanted to do for real. I knew in my mind I wanted to be something bigger. I wanted to have a talk show. I have the gift of gab, y'all. I love to talk. Whether I'm hype, whether I'm chill, I love to talk. I'm one of the ones in elementary school that got C's in conduct because I was talking too damn much. This is for the girls that had the C's in conduct from talking too much. This is for the guys that had the C's in conduct from talking too much. Y'all somebody special today, I already know. But anyway, that comfort zone, that comfort area, like, that shit is of the devil, because it's like you get complacent, like I said. And I was the one that was complacent in being a teacher. I was comfortable with being a teacher because I knew for a fact that I was going to get paid every 2 weeks and benefits hit. My child going to be okay. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. God said, oh, well, if you're not going to move, let me move for you. I lost my job. Not because anything happened, but like I said, because they was letting teachers go left and right. Now I feel like he's forcing me to dig in my creative bag. He's forcing me to put in the work, to work for myself. Because one thing I don't like is working for other people, and God forbid they don't need you anymore, and that has changed the trajectory of your life. Let that sink in, honey. Let that sink in. But I knew for a fact that being a teacher wasn't good enough for me. I knew that I was meant to do more, and I am meant to do more, and that's the mindset that I'm taking into 2026. I know what's for me. I know what's for me because I'm made for this. I'm made for this. Every time I don't feel like doing it, I'm made for this. I will do it because I'm made for this. It is what it is. And so I feel like today I'm just being a little bit more vulnerable about it. Like, I kind of touch on it a little bit and then I'll move on to the next subject or whatever. But I'm a little vulnerable. I feel like this is something that I really wanted to talk about because everybody going through their own shit. But everybody also has goals and aspirations and dreams that they want to accomplish in their life. You're made for this. You are made for this. Okay? But now that I've gotten that out the way, let's touch on something a little lighter after I take a sip of this coffee. 1 second. So, have y'all seen the Diddy documentary, The Reckoning, made by the pettiest of the petty, Mr. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent? Yo, I watched that documentary and oh my God, as much as I knew that Diddy was like evil and some type of demon, this confirmed just about everything. Cause I'm just like, I've I've never experienced, and I pray I never experienced, but from what I've seen from watching a documentary, he has a God complex about him. And that lets you know that he's worshiping something that is dark. A contract was definitely signed. That his soul was definitely given to some sort of dark power very early in his career. That's all I'm gonna say. He is a jealous monitoring spirit. That spirit, that monitoring spirit, that jealousy that Diddy have is on him strong. It's on him strong. And you know what it comes from? It comes from him not being a talented individual. As far as like art. He's not a talented individual. He can't rap, in my humble opinion. He can't sing, can't dance. That little show to be moving though. That little show to be moving. But that baby can't dance. He had to learn how to be the marketing guru that he is. But when he's in a room with people that are talented, he is sucking up the talent from them. Like he is trying to just use them and then abuse them. People that has natural talent. And most of those people are not even here to tell the story because why? What happens when that God complex come out of people? Somebody gets sacrificed. Somebody gets sacrificed so the person can rise. That's not of God. That's of a evil spirit. That's what that is. Because one thing God won't let you do, how you expect to be blessed if you think you about to trample and tackle everybody else? It don't work like that. Not the God I serve. That is some type of dark he got a dark spirit on him bad. And we all see it now. Like we see it. We see it. So if y'all have not watched that documentary, please do. Please do, because it is something. It is something. You hear me? It was good though. I feel like everything was they took their time to make this documentary. I feel like the chronological order of things, everything was very detailed. I enjoyed myself. It was something that I couldn't look away from. But it was just like a damn Diddy. God dog. But we move on. Okay, y'all, so the Trump administration has taken away free entry to national parks for MLK Day and Juneteenth. That man is passing everything but away. You hear me? And instead of just leaving the things alone, he couldn't, like, this is blatant racism in my opinion. Like, why are you touching things that was already in place before you? Like, having free entry to MLK Day and Juneteenth is not like hurting you. But y'all, he has added his birthday instead. He's taken away MLK and Juneteenth, and he has added his birthday, and he's keeping Flag Day. Oh, well, thank you. And who the fuck wants to go to a national park on your birthday? Who wants to celebrate you? Orange? Who the fuck want to celebrate you? Tan? Be for real. Ugh. He is passing everything but away. I don't know who's gonna be that soul, that person that's just gonna come and be the heroic character in the story. Hurry up, cause I can't take much more. Please. And that's all I'm going to say to that. Let me drink my coffee. Next, we're going to get to my good girl, Beyonce. She attended the Boy Is Mine tour. Now, as we all know, Beyonce and Miss Kelly Rowland, they have been besties, good girls since the beginning of time. So she went to a few shows allegedly to support her girl, and a picture was taken with Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Monica, Patti LaBelle, and Solange. And Brandy wasn't in the picture. And so Ray J, he took it to the internet to, basically call out Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, oh, why y'all don't come in, like, take a picture with Brandy, why, you do. And it's just like, first of all, mind your business, because you are already in hot water after you pulled out a gun on your wife and your children was in the room. So you don't need to be talking at all. I don't know who your PR person is, if you can afford a PR person, but you need to be quiet. You need to be quiet because, Ray J, you are about to be on the same list as Young Thug is. As we all know, Young Thug and his marketing team sucks. So it's like, Ray J, you don't want to be on that list. Please, chill out, So I just feel like I don't feel like nothing was wrong. Apparently, Beyonce and Brandy had, like, beef back in the day or whatever. But since then, like, homage has been paid. Nice things have been said. Why are we turning the R&B girlies against each other? Please. Well, I feel like Beyonce is in the lane of her own, but why are we turning the vocalist girlies on each other? Let's not do that. And what if she didn't, maybe Brandy was busy and didn't, she just wasn't in the right place at the right time. It is what it is. Like, I just don't see the point of me trying to go all over the world to see these people and take pictures to put it in blogs to do what? Then that will kind of trump y'all's tour, because Beyonce, being as big as she is, she's trying to let y'all have y'all moment, y'all space. This is y'all stuff, not hers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people going back and forth on Team Beyonce, Team Brandy is so unnecessary. I just feel like the girlies just, it is what it is. Like, you know how it is. Like, you don't see somebody that but you know that they there, and it's just like, well, I'll see you when I see you. That don't mean I don't like you. I'll just see you when I see you. God dog. But anyway, Monica has then, on one of the shows was like, I'm taking Ray J phone, and I think more needs to be done. But yeah, let's start with that phone. It's always them damn phones. But Ray J is a 44-year-old man acting like a little boy because y'all coddling these little boys. And so they grow up to be little boy men. They grow up to be little niggas. And he want to be hood so bad. Baby, you are not hood, Rajaf. You're not hood, Ray. Chill out. Raymond, if that's your name. Rajaf. I like Rajaf. Please stop. You're getting on my nerves. You are trying to ruin the image of your sister, because that's all you are. You're just living in the shadows of your sister because you only have maybe one or two, maybe three songs that we know from way, way back. Until then, you've just been known as being a questionable crash out. Chill. But we move on. So what are y'all watching? Because I have been having a ball. I've been watching All's Fair on Hulu with Kim Kardashian, Niecy Nash, Tiana Taylor, Glenn Close, what's my good girl name? Sarah Paulson, and the others. Now, I don't know everybody's name, but that show has me in a chokehold. Why? Because it's so good. It's filled with fashion. It's filled with aesthetics. It's filled with drama. It's just, the tea is just so good. The show is so good, in my opinion. I love it so much. Kim Kardashian, she may not be the best actress, but I think she's taking it in this show. The people are hating on her. I love her in this show. I do, wholeheartedly. I feel like she is doing what she needs to do. This show is so her. And as somebody who don't really watch the Kardashians like that, I like this for her. especially because she's really trying to be a lawyer in real life. So I just feel like she's trying to use a little bit of her real life, to kind of come up with this thing. And I feel like she is doing a phenomenal job. Niecy Nash, phenomenal job. Sarah Paulson acting her fucking ass off in this show. Always been a great actress, though. If y'all watch American Horror Story like I do, always been a great actress. Always. But she has shown her asshole side, and I love this for her. And I can't think of my good girl name that's Sarah Paulson's partner now, the black lady. I can't think of her name, but she be acting her ass off too. So clock that. The show was good. If y'all haven't seen it and you love the aesthetics and you love the fashion and you love the girlies that be dressing with the name brands and very, very high name brands like Chanel, like that is my type of carrying on. I love it. And I look forward to every new episode. So I'm watching All's Fair on Hulu. I've seen All Her Fault on Peacock. If y'all have not seen All Her Fault, it's 8 episodes. It's one of those limited series. It's 8 episodes. And from the moment the show starts to the moment the show ends, it is jam-packed. Just, there is not a slow moment in this show. Everything is a grasp. I literally neglected my whole day because this show had me in a chokehold that much. Like, literally, like I had my baby, I had to put her in her, I gave her toys, put her in her thingy that she plays in. I can't think of the name right now. And gave her some yogurt. You enjoy yourself, baby. Mommy is tuned in to All Her Fault. Oh my God, the name of the show should have been All His Fault. And I'm not gonna spoil it. I won't spoil it because I want the girlies to actually go watch it. It is so good. And it's just like, it's one of those situations where it's like, it's every parent's worst nightmare, like you think that you are a great parent. And as a parent myself, I understood. It's like one of those situations where you think you have it all figured out for your child, and you find out that your child has gone missing and you don't know who has your child. I can't even imagine. My mom won't even let me go there. But if y'all have not watched that show, go watch it. It's so good. It's so good from the moment the show. And then it has Dakota Fanning. We love Dakota. Dakota Fanning and my girl that plays Marissa. I can't think of her name at the top of my head. She acted her ass off in this show. I can't think of her name though. She did what needed to be done. You hear me? And then, of course, we had Lawrence from Insecure in there. His name is Colin. We don't know him as Colin. We know him as Lawrence. Clock that. But, y'all, go watch that show. And last but not least, Stranger Things. I've been a Stranger Things fan since season 1. And season 5 has not disappointed. Now, the thing is, they like to tease you on this show. So they only dropped like 4 episodes on November 26th, right? They dropped 4 episodes, and then they're going to drop the additional 4 episodes on Christmas Day. And then they're going to drop the finale on New Year's Eve. Why y'all playing with our emotions like that? And if you are a Stranger Things fan, you know what happens at the end of episode 4 on season 5. You already know, because it had everybody's mind was blown because William Deontay Byers, the greatest of all time, the greatest to ever do it. We love Will. Will is one of the girls. But Will, he surprised I ain't gonna ruin it. But just know, Stranger Things. And that's how I know I actually really do love this show, because as of any show, you're not just going to get back-to-back seasons like that, right? Any good show, at least. So I had to go back and start over from season 1. Right now I'm on season 4, but even though I've seen season 5, I started over, and I'm just like, wow, like the Bronner's brothers, they really they really did what they needed to do with this show. I am a person that loves sci-fi. I love horror movies. I have not watched a lot of horror movies lately because I'm not a person of demonic entities and stuff like that. But the Stranger Things is really taking it. It's really taking it, and I love it. I tried to get into Welcome to Derry, which is that It show, the clown. It's a bit much for me. And I feel like that night I had a bad dream, so I kind of let it slide. But I might just pick it up again and just say a prayer before I get into it, because the people say it's good. The people say it's good, but I just gotta see, because I'm not in that spirit right now. I'm in the vibes of Christmas movies, Hallmark movies. You know, I'm going to watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm going to watch all of the things. But y'all know one movie that I have yet to see in my life? I never seen The Polar Express. Don't judge me. I've never seen The Polar Express. I couldn't get into it because when I first saw it, the commercial or whatever when I was a kid, it just looked kind of scary to me. Like, why is this animation looking like this? Like, it looks scary. I don't know. I never really seen it. Never really cared to see it. I might give it a shot this year and see what it's giving. If not, I'll just wait for my kid to grow up a little bit. So, I don't know. But y'all, it's been one heck of a week, I must say. Like I said, trying to get into my Christmas spirit, so I got the Christmas decorations up, even though y'all can't see what's going on in my home right now. You know, just trying to have a little cheer, because I feel like at a point in time when I was younger, like, the Christmas decorations just stopped happening. It just stopped. And I like Christmas decor. I want to create that tradition for my kid, for my family, you know, because why not? Like, it's a beautiful thing. So I'm doing that. I don't know if I told y'all, but I did get myself a little part-time job. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I am a legal assistant. And so, you know, just a little something, you know, to do, so I'm not necessarily too bored. I have good things coming from Mama Needs a Minute. If you don't know what Mama Needs a Minute is, it is my nonprofit that I'm trying to have up and coming for moms of postpartum who's dealt with postpartum depression, who need support. And it's called Mama Needs a Minute. So more information on that will be coming soon. And yeah, all gas, no brakes, because why? We're made for this. You're made for this. I'm made for this. We're made for this. So if you got a plan, stick to the plan. Do what you need to do. But I am going to end the episode here. It has been an amazing episode. I feel I enjoyed myself talking to y'all. And yeah, if you have anything that you want to add or anything you want to talk to me about, if you want something that you want to hear on the podcast episode, just let me know. You know, I'm nothing but a DM, email away, text if you got my number. I don't know. But if you made it this far, please like, subscribe, comment. And yeah, welcome to Coffee Not Tea, where this is conversation and not gossip. So sip on this. Bye.
Don't you know what you feel? Let me understand.